There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And that is the MPS Labs logo, and you can hear the theme in the background. The Microprose design group. I think we might be in for something a bit special. Let's have a listen, shall we? Oh, we've got a sailing boat, and there is some wonderful, wonderful music to introduce us to one of the greatest turn-based strategy games of all time. Game designed by Brian Reynolds and Sid Meier. So, yeah, you already know what this is going to be. Look at the little ship sailing across and avoiding fish and all kinds of calamities. These are the New World explorers heading to Terra Incognita in order to found a new world. Gotta watch out for the octopus, though. So, obviously, this is by Microprose, and I'm just waiting for the title screen. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work there, though. Right from the get-go, you're set in a time period, I think it's 300 years before the American Civil War. You're just coming to colonize this brand new world. Well, at least brand new to the European colonizers. But you'll soon find out there were other people there first. Come on, give us that beautiful screen. You know it's coming. There it is. Sid Meier's Colonization. And we've got our banjo on. Listen to that. Yeah. You ready to have some colonial spirit? Let's click and find out. So, this is version 3.0. We have a choice. Already, right from the get-go. We can start a game in America, which is a pre-done map, which is shaped like the Americas, oddly enough. Or we can start a game in New World and have the ability to customize the new world. And much like the Civilization games, which Colonization takes a lot from, obviously, that allows for an infinite number of games through procedural generation. Would you like to use the original America's map, or a map prepared with the map editor? I think we'll go for the original Americas. So obviously with the choice of difficulty, we've got Explorer, Discoverer, Conquistador, Governor, or Viceroy. And we will just go with Discoverer and click here. So we have a choice now of the European power that has set sail for the Americas, because it wasn't just one European power that went there. We've got the English, the French, the Spanish, and the Netherlands. And each of the factions obviously has bonuses that help with regards to, how you play. In England, you'll have an increase in the number of immigrants that you get over from the home nations. In France, the spirit of cooperation is high, so presumably there'll be a bonus in, diplomacy and all that. Spain are good at conquest, we know that. Just check the history books. And the Netherlands are apparently expert traders. So, of course we're going to go English, because I have English ancestry. Click here when finished. What, can we just double click? No, we can't. We have to click here when finished, okay? Please enter your name. I am Sir Walter Raleigh. The age of expansion coincided with a period of religious strife in England. The Church of England, theoretically a Protestant denomination, but maintaining many Catholic traditions, faced a series of challenges during the colonial period from would-be reformers or Puritans, The English monarchy shifted its support between pro-Catholic and various Protestant factions from generation to generation, and the English Civil War resulted in the execution of Charles I and a period of Puritan rule under Oliver Cromwell. With so much religious conflict at home, the English government had neither the desire nor the ability to enforce religious conformity in its colonial possessions. The colonies became havens of religious freedom for groups and who faced persecution in the Old World, right? So a bunch of Puritans, Anabaptists and Quakers, apparently. Okay. To reflect the great flow of religious immigrants into English colonies, the English player requires only 2/3 of the normal number of crosses to generate immigrants. Right, so it's easier to get immigrants, rather than there being more immigrants, which makes sense because England's population, wouldn't be that high. Oh, we've got an audience with the King of England! For the greater glory of England, we dub thee Viceroy of the New World. Go and explore this new land. Settle it and bring wealth and glory to yourself and our nation. So there we go, it was 1492, and look, there's a dog. Okay, in the year of our Lord, 1492. Is it just going to continue, or? Oh, I think I skipped something there. Our caravel, carrying a pioneer and a soldier, is on the high seas. Your Excellency, if we navigate to the west, we'll probably find land. If we sail to the east, we can return to port. Well, I guess we shall navigate west. So we do that with the arrow keys. Listen to that lovely music. And you can see we've got our veteran and 100 tools sentry guy, right? And we're just gonna head west. And you'll see as we head west, the number of moves that the ship has, our caravel, goes down. And of course, discovery of the new world. Land ho! Land ho, yes, land ho. What shall we call this new land, Your Excellency? Well, we could call it New England, or we could call it Lawnie land. We found uncharted land, Excellency. To put the colonists ashore, move the ship toward land and choose Make Landfall from the menu. Okay. So, we'll head here. Shall we make landfall, Your Excellency, and leave the ships behind? Yeah, make landfall. Okay. So, we have moved on. Our ship, a caravel, that's interesting, as we hands in the way of the text, is one of our most valuable units. We can use it to explore the uncharted vastness of the new world, to carry our cargo home to London for sale, and to bring new immigrants from Europe. You can move the ship normally with the arrow keys. You can also send it to the port of your choice by pressing the G key. Okay. So, what we can do, it's got 3 moves, so we can just send it down. And the numpad can mean that it can move diagonally if you want. So, yep, shifting down. Our pioneers have arrived in the New World, Excellency. They're ready to look for a good place to build our first colony. Try to look for a spot where there will be plenty of food and other resources available. Also, our first colony should be built near the ocean so that our ships can reach it. That makes sense, so it has a port. Our pioneers are currently equipped with 100 tools, which they can use to clear forests, plough fields, and build roads. If we want to make more pioneer units later, they'll either need to bring more tools from Europe or have our blacksmiths manufacture them. Right. So, okay. I'm getting the hang of this already. The abundance of furs in this area makes this a good place to start our first colony. To begin a colony, sire, everyone's very polite with me, press the B key. So, there's an abundance of furs there as marked on the map, which is a natural, rich resource. We're in a mixed forest with beavers in it, apparently. So, B. What shall we name this colony? Well, we had Lawnie land. Let's have Jamestown. Okay, we've built our first colony. Hooray! Lots of cheering. Okay, on the colony screen you can decide what the colonists in this colony should be doing. Our colony is currently producing furs. He could, for instance, produce lumber instead to change his job. Select him to bring up the jobs menu and choose what you want him to do. You can also drag him to a different square or into one of the buildings in the colony. To take a colonist out of a colony, drag him to the fence. Okay. Interesting. So it's like the city overview, sort of. But there's also like a thing going on with the ships, and you can change the activity of this little gent that you can drag around. That'll do for now. Our soldiers have two uses. They can be used to attack our enemies if we run across any. More importantly, they can be used to protect our own colonies from harm. Our soldiers are equipped with 50 muskets. If we want to make more soldier units later on, we will need either to bring more muskets from Europe or to have our gunsmiths manufacture them. Our soldiers will also become more powerful if we equip them with horses. Well, that makes sense. See his wee gun there just blocking some of the text. That's interesting. So, our soldiers are currently in mixed forest. There appears to be some sort of elk-like thing there. You can click to... oh, apparently I moved accidentally. The Continental Congress will expand during its next session, Your Excellency. Which founding father shall we appoint as its next member? Huh. What if we hit F1? So, Encyclopedia, founding father, Director General of the Dutch West Indies Company Colony. Right. Once Peter Minuit joins the Continental Congress, the Indians no longer demand payment for their land. Oh, well, we're going to run into Indians or Native Americans or whatever you want to call them. So let's have the trade advisor do that. Oh. Well, I literally just spoke with them and there they are, I believe. So that's a Native American or Indian troop. What if we head down and say hello? Oh, religious unrest in England causes increased emigration. Colonists, seasoned scouts now available in London. Right. Excellency, there are seasoned scouts ready to join our colony in the docks in London. If we send our ship there, they would gladly set sail with us and become useful members of our community. Right. So, if we head back with the caravel, then we can go and get those guys, those seasoned scouts. So the Indians, or Native Americans, I really should stop correcting myself, but whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, meeting the natives. So we've literally got there, and it's got some native music playing. Okay. The Iroquois tribe welcomes you. We are a glorious nation of 11 villages. That's a lot more than... So we were really, really lucky because look, he's friendly, smiling, he approves of us. We generously offer you the land you now occupy as a gift. Will you accept our treaty and live with us as brothers? Yeah, why not? The Iroquois welcome peace with our brothers the English. Let us smoke a peace pipe to celebrate our perpetual friendship. Sorry, don't smoke. That's one of those diplomatic situations where you'll be like, okay, I'll take a puff. We hope that you will soon visit Iroquois villages to share knowledge with us. Oh, right, okay, that escalated. So you want all our English inventions because we're friendly with you now. So does that mean I can move freely within their territory? Huh. There we go. They're way off. Let's head. We've reached the high seas, Your Excellency. Shall we sail for Europe? Yes, steady as she goes. Okay, so that means the caravel. Can we click up here? I think we can. Yes, the caravel has headed off. So now we just get to explore the rest of the area. You happen upon the desperate survivors of a former colony. In exchange for badly needed supplies, they swear allegiance to England. Sweet. And this was the kind of thing, the randomness that you could have in civilization. This colonist has no specialty profession. If we move him to a friendly native village. Alright. So if we find the Iroquois now, they might train this fella up. The European status screen shows our home port in London. Right. As new immigrant lines, they will line up on the docks so we get transport. Right, okay, I'm not reading all that. I like that. They bound for Lawnie land. So, if we take that, European dock options, arm of sell horses, no changes. There's probably a way to do that. Move to front. Recruit. Following individuals will accompany to the New World if we pay passage. Ah, right. So you can get some people. And then we'll move the scouts to the front ahead of the colonists. And we can change things. So what happens if we just exit? Not worry about that for now. That's one of those where I should have read the tutorial a bit more, and taken it in. But, oh well, let's head up here. Oh, some Iroquois. Oh, entering Indian village. Alright, I accidentally entered the Indian village. I didn't even realize. Your expedition has reached the village of Iroquois. The inhabitants are peacefully working in the surrounding fields. They wave to you happily. You see, we've made friends, everyone's happy, let's live among the natives. You are unskilled, young one, and your ways are strange. If you wish, however, we Iroquois will show you how to become a master fur trader. Then I shall become a master fur trader. Congratulations, young one. You have learnt the ways of Iroquois and become a master fur trader. Just imagine the 80s style montage there of all this fur-related skinning and all that jazz. We hope you will share this knowledge wisely. You're always welcome to stay in our village. Ah, so they've upgraded our little troop there. That's nice. And we've got an area that's rich in furs around here. I was actually pointing at the screen, but you can't see me point. Okay. There's an exclamation point next to that one there. Well, what if we head that way? Your expedition. Oh. Right, so because these aren't untrained, these are soldiers, the action changes. We can attack the village, demand tribute, or cancel the action. Right. So what happens if we... Oh, right. Oh, that's fortunate. I thought for a minute we could interact by just moving across to them, but apparently not. I'm just using this fur trader as a scout at the minute. Yes, it's all very civilization, isn't it? I mean, I've played a little bit of Colonization back in the day. Oh, look at that. The randomizer didn't work out for us. You find nothing but rumours. Oh well. A new cargo of furs is ready at Jamestown. Jamestown has reached its storage capacity. So we must... Ah, right. Let's have a look at the colony. Sir, there are 100 furs in Jamestown. Everybody's really obsessed about the furs here. If we move a ship into Jamestown, we can pick up this cargo and take it back to London. Right. Okay. So, we could change... What if we drag him there? I think that's just the contents. Yeah, I've not figured this bit out, but that's okay. You know, I could consult the manual, or somebody in the comments could tell me, Lawnie, you're doing it wrong, but I'm fairly well into this playthrough now. So let's have a look at the menu. There's game options, colony report options. What does that say? Oh, right. Gives you options as to what you want reported on. Sound options, you can change the music, or you can declare independence. Just say, to hell with England and London in general. Oh, where have I gone? Back this way. You've got view, you can move pieces, view pieces, European status, yes. Let's just say, yeah, steady as she goes. I don't know if I moved those immigrants on there or not. Maybe there's something to actually move the immigrants on. Should have viewed the manual a bit more thoroughly than I did, but hey, you can zoom in and out. Yeah, look at that. You can really get a good view of the world. And Z and X do it as well. Oh. So. Huh. Doesn't appear to be doing anything. It's. Oh, apparently I moved by accident. Ah, there we go. There's Z and X zooming in and out. You could probably bind that to the scroll wheel if you were clever, which I am not. Your expedition happens upon strange burial mounds. Let us search for treasure. Within you find incredible treasure worth 3,000 X. It will take a galleon to get this treasure back to Europe. Wow. Okay, sweet. So, we can give orders to the unit, sort of automate the unit almost, or tell it to fortify or sentry, which improves its defensive. And there's all kinds of reports. Foreign Affairs Advisor. Let's see. Yep, we've got all kind of stuff going on there. Rebels, Tories. Let's have a look at the Labour Advisor. Yep, not much going on there. Just a report of the units and so on. Indian Advisor, I'm sure he's happy. Yes, we're... so the Iroquois obviously are only one troop of Indians. There are multiple ones. And we can create trade routes. Huh. So there is a bit more to it than your typical civilization. And that looks like they're carrying gold back. There's the ship, and yes, we've brought the expert sentry and the colonist. And we've got those furs. Okay, our ship has arrived in Jamestown, Your Excellency, and is waiting for cargo. The blue boxes across the bottom of the screen list the cargo available in our warehouse. To load cargo onto the ship, use the mouse to drag it from the warehouse into one of the ship's cargo holds. Right. Underneath the ship's picture. Once the ship is loaded, you can return to the main map. Okay. So, there's the cargo holds there. And we can drag the furs, maybe? Yeah? Is that working? See the way I'm dragging and the numbers are going up? I'm not sure what's happening there. Maybe I should have paid more attention, but I'll not worry about that. Also, I appear to have automated this soldier. And I've got myself an expert scout who can head out. Your expedition enters the village of a small, friendly tribe. The chief offers you a gift of 42. Well, thank you very much. New colonists have arrived, and so on and so forth, but in all honesty, that's 20 minutes. It's gone like nothing, and I'm still playing this. The price of furs has risen. Okay. So, we've got furs, I believe. And we can switch between Jamestown and the caravel there. Can we give it orders to go to port? Yes, we can. Just like that. It's automated. So I'll leave it there. Not because I couldn't sit and play this indefinitely, because good grief, what a game. But because that's well over 20 minutes now, I think. So what is Colonization? Colonization is a pioneering game about the new American frontier and 4 of the civilizations that went over and colonized the area and interacted with the native tribes and essentially founded what we know as America today. It's made by 2 of the best game designers in history, and it's just superb. The music, the art style, the layered systems that have improved on everything Civilization did, the way that they've integrated politics, the way they've integrated trade, the way that you have this off-the-map kind of thing going on with your home port, and the way that that can bring new units, the way that you interact with the Indian tribes, just all of it has just been wonderful. There is no Colonization 2. There was a Civilization Colonization expansion for Civilization 4, but it was nowhere near as good. And after that, everyone pretty much said, oh, well, the original Colonization, there's no improving on that. That's perfect as it is. Absolutely must play. All turn-based strategy fans, all Civilization fans, give it a try. I think it's one of those staple games that everyone should give a go at least once. Man, if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, you can always subscribe. And if you have a pioneering spirit, you may be one of my traversing patrons who sail from sea to sea, at least in their minds. And I would happily settle down and form a colony with them. So yeah, not much more to say about this one. It's brilliant! Play it! It's gonna be in the top 25, it's one of the better DOS games I've ever played. The temptation is just there to keep playing, to be honest. Until next time.